Hi, this is Jonathan Otto here, and I have a very special project that I want to talk to you about. I want to tell you about a story of a little boy that I met, Hosea, and his image replays in my mind the image of his grandmother and the joy and the siblings, and when we came in there with a solution to their problem. And I just want to tell you, it's an incredibly rewarding thing when you're a part of something that it just stays with you in your mind and in your heart, something that you contributed to that was so worthwhile. And I'm going to tell you about something that I believe will make a tremendous impact on you and your sense of contribution to this world, and so I'm really excited to share that with you right now. Now, this is Hosea. He's a child that's a part of the Robin's Nest Orphanage in Bungoma, Kenya. He lives at Robin's Nest because his family can't currently afford to keep him at home. This is the situation in Bungoma, especially for so many people, especially during this time of year, because several of the crops planted last year have been infected with a virus, and much of the crops were wiped out by torrential rain. The Robin's Nest Feed Africa project is a micro-loan enterprise helping families like Hosea so they can help grow crops to support their whole family. Through the micro-loan enterprise, the families repay their loan through either cash or crops from their first harvest. The project aims to support families so they can afford to keep and feed their children at home, pay living expenses and school fees, as well as finance their next planting. In this way, it becomes sustainable and it has life-changing results. You may remember last year we held an appeal to help with the purchase of seed and fertilizer. We're running the same appeal again this year for a number of reasons. Tragically, many of the crops around the whole area were damaged by a virus. Those crops will need to be removed for about 2 years in order to beat the virus. This year, we are aiming to provide 3 alternative types of seed to help overcome this problem. Each seed type requires a different type of fertilizer, so this year's appeal is desperately important, as otherwise there'll be no crops that can be either eaten or sold. We're also aiming to help some additional families who are also victims of this desperate situation. This year, we need to raise $1,900 in donations for this appeal. So that $1,900 is made up of $200 for the seed, $1,450 for fertilizer, and $250 for transport and administration costs. Because we're more aware of environmental challenges such as crop viruses and torrential rain, like the rain you're seeing behind me, and the issues with this rain flooding the crops, we've also initiated other micro-enterprise loan schemes around dairy goat farming. Providing a goat to a family will add a source of fresh milk to their diet and will allow the community to breed more goats for livestock and food as needed. Dairy goats breed quickly and are quite resistant to disease and require very little maintenance. This year we are praying for an additional $600 for the purchase of 12 goats. So combining the amounts needed for seed, fertilizer and goats, we need to raise $2,500. So that's $1,900 for the seed and fertilizer and $600 for the goats, $2,500. The overarching aim of the Feed Africa project is not to be a long-term giver of aid, but to establish both financial and food security, as well as independence to the recipients as quickly as possible. Whatever you can afford to donate will help us reach our total of $2,500, and we'll be truly grateful for what we receive. Now, just know that you can't outgive this project, because any additional funds that we receive will go towards helping more families through the next planting season. Your donations are a major part of the solution to help these families battle through the encroaching starvation period. To donate now, please make an online transfer to the address below, which is Robin's Nest, Westpac Bank. The account number and BSB as follows: the branch address, SWIFT code, and to request a tax receipt email, send an email to this address with the funds transfer date, amount, name and home. So if you're at a live event, you'll see a very clear path of how you can donate the quickest and easiest way possible, so go ahead and follow the instructions to go ahead with that right away. Make the decision today to support a project that will remain in your heart and mind for years and years to come, something that you'll be truly proud of. And I just want to thank you for listening to the story of Hosea and his family, the story of Robin's Nest, the orphanage that tremendously needs help right now to support a community that is being devastated by torrential rain and crop viruses, and it's just a small little step that we need to take to help them get on their feet so they can make a difference for themselves and start to help other communities through the transformation that is beginning to happen with the support of yourself and others that are willing to be a part of it. So thank you so much.